it as if you were on unemployment. If you go back to work, you're going to get a stimulus check in your paycheck. Right
Okay,
now,
so
it
now
says
they're up to the number
$450, but
two.
I'm going to put 200 to 600 because you know they're going to work on
That
that
is,
value there. I have so many problems with this. I'm actually going to drop this down to 50%.
they, the number two one, you know, you already got the fifth one. The fifth one was $1,000 every month. The fourth one was no stimulus at all. The $1,000 every month was 1%. The no stimulus at all was 20%. The one time 1,200 stimulants was 50%. That's number three. The number two is the back to work stimulants for those who working. Instead of the 600, you'll get 450 only for those that's working. So we didn't get to the one yet. So we had the two.
The reason I'm going to drop it from 60 to 50%
He
is
had it
because
at
I know
60,
it's
he
far
dropped
too
it to 50.
complicated for our government to actually implement this
60%,
thing.
dropped it to
Our government
50%.
could barely implement a simple payment to the American people. So when they're talking about this back to work stimulus payment, here's the chart that I heard, the infographic that I created. Here's all the problems they have. What is the amount? How long is it going to last? Who's going to get it? How are you going to run it? What about unemployment? Are you going to combine it with anything? The logistical reality of this back to work stimulus payment happening is next to zero. I just don't see how they could run it. I think they know there's no chance that they could run this thing. In addition, is it even fair? I mean, if they do a back to work stimulus and it only goes to the people who went on unemployment and now are going back to work, I could see people being really upset about that. Basically, somebody's saying, now this is not me. Now I am currently working myself, but I work from home at this point, not just YouTube, but my other job. But those individuals that had to stay at their job during this entire thing, if they don't get pay, and the people who were on unemployment and go back, I mean, that's unbelievable. They would have to rewrite this entire thing to include all workers.
So he's saying that he had the 60%, he went down to 50% because what about those people that worked through the pandemic? Not even talking about the doctors and the lawyers. We talking about people that is working in fast food restaurants or doing home care work. You know what I'm saying? From home, because my daughter does home care work for my husband, which is her father. So what about her? You know what I'm saying? Is she on that list of getting that $450 because she didn't get unemployment? So that's what he's saying. What about those people that's in the middle that's being dropped through the cracks? So he was 60% with it, but he dropped it to 50. And he's like, you know, he had his own little thing.
Up to a certain amount of money.
Okay, let me run what he said.
Okay, and the people who were on unemployment and go back, I mean, that's unbelievable. They would have to rewrite this entire thing to include.
He's saying they would have to rewrite it. But he put up his stuff. Let me see if I can see his stuff.
To work stimulus payment, here's the chart that I heard, the infographic that I created. Here's all the problems they have.
Okay, he put up his own graph. And his graph, this is his problems that he had with that 450. How much is going to be? 300, 400, 450 or 600? How long? 1 month, 3 months, the rest of 2020? Who gets it? All workers, those that go back, part-time? I can't really see. Let me see.
What is the amount? How long is it going to last? Who's going to get it? How are you going to run it? What about unemployment?
Okay, wait a minute. Okay, I said who gets it? All workers, those who go back to work, part-time, full-time workers.
The infographic that I created, here's all the problems they have.
Oh my goodness, I'm missing click.
Coming up next, it's Mighty Mike.
You too.
As a single mom raising 2 boys.
Okay, let me see. Second semester that Senate Democrats pumping or really having too long right here. Oh my goodness, let me see. Trump's threats in response to riot. Kirk Franklin versus Fred Hammond. I'm gonna have to go on my history. Set off second wave of coronavirus. They said protests could set off second wave of coronavirus infection. Yeah, because them. Anyway, New York Governor Cuomo holds briefing on coronavirus. Officials fear protests may cause surge in coronavirus. Okay, you got that right. Protest continues as coronavirus continues to spread in several. New York Governor Cuomo says George Floyd protests could accelerate. Like I said, new coronavirus may be losing its potential. Okay. Italian doctor says new coronavirus may be losing its potency. I mean, it's going to evaporate after a while. Well, I mean, look at it like this. If it came from an animal, eventually it has to evaporate, right? Well, I'm going to use the word evaporate because I know I just went to something else. Because if it came from a bat, there is no bats in New York. Let me put it that way. There's no bats in New York. So therefore, once it is contained and killed, then it's no longer going to affect us. You see what I'm saying? Because it came from a bat. Now, maybe the flu, or as they call it, influenza, or influenzas, or HIV, or something like that, can be transported to people because it still exists. It has not been killed, right? So, but they have the guidelines of what to do. So, you get the flu, you know if somebody's sneezing, whatever, you stay away from them. You don't want them. And automatically, when somebody get the flu or something like that, and they start sneezing, the flu is deadly too. People die from the flu, right? But we's not looking at it as a deadly disease, because it's something you can't control. If somebody sneezing, you in the room, you better run out. If you don't, it lingers in the air. You know what I'm saying? So you start spraying your Lysol or whatever, and it kills it out, right? So the city that it originated from has to be careful. They can't be dealing with the bats if it was the bat. Or if it was the animal that they ate. If they eat bats, come on, stop it. What you eat a bat for? I mean, don't get me wrong, all animals God made, but let's go through the list that he told Adam to get. Was a bat on the list? So then you say, well, where did bats come from? God had to make them. So we're going to find this man so we can continue. So we're going to leave the coronavirus alone because that's a horse of another color. So here we go.
What is the amount? How long?
Okay, so the workers.
Who's going to get it? How are you going to run it? What about unemployment? Are you
Okay. How to run it? What about unemployment? And is it going to be combined? So we said who gets it? These are his questions. How long amount? $300, $400, $450, or $600? How long? 1 month, 3 months, the rest of 2020? Who gets it? All workers that go back to work, part-time workers. See, I'm trying to get full-time workers are wage, or will there be wage restrictions? The next one is how long would it be run? How is the money going to be paid out? How do businesses, I can't see it. How do businesses...
Unemployment. Are you going to combine it with anything? The logistical reality of this fact.
How is the money going to be paid out? How do businesses get
I just don't see
unemployment,
I
extra
think they know
$600?
there's no chance that they could run this thing. In addition, is it even
His
fair?
questions was, what happens to unemployment?
And here's all the problems they have.
Right
What is
now,
the
extra
how long
$600 is set to have a
how
hard
they're running?
end cut off July 31st. Do they keep funding this, or do they phase it out? And then do they combine it? The last one, does it combine it with a? Do they combine it with a $1,200? I hope y'all heard me, because when I pause it, I can't see. I can't see what's on the screen, because it is. Because once you pause it, you get. Wait, maybe I can show you. Can you see the words? You see everything. You can't actually see what he's saying. So let's go on.
In addition, is it even fair? I mean, if they do a back-to-work stimulus and it only goes to the people who went on unemployment and now are going back to work, I could see people being really upset about that. Basically, somebody's saying, now, this is not me. Now, I am currently working myself, but I work from home at this point, not just YouTube, but my other job. But those individuals that had to stay at their job during this entire thing, if they don't get pay, and the people who were on unemployment that go back, I mean, that's unbelievable. They would have to rewrite this entire thing to include all workers.
He said they'll have to rewrite it to include everybody, all the workers, rather.
Is it going to include only full-time workers? That doesn't sound fair.
Because that doesn't even make sense. Because if you're only giving the people that go back to work, right, stimulants, you're not giving those $1,200. You're only giving that. So you're looking at it. This is how I'm thinking they looking at it. Okay, you at home. You ain't doing nothing. What you need money for? So in other words, they punishing those that got SSI, those that's on public assistance, those that, is a home health aide, because they working now, but you working from home. So in other words, they say, nobody told you to get that job. You should have been out there in the hospital. So now, what's going to be? Okay.
Disaster for the government to implement. That's why I'm dropping it to 50%, because I just know
he went down to
50%. As nice as it sounds, I don't think it can happen. So the number one contender is targeted stimulus. This is the new trigger word of the day, and you're going to hear this all the time from these leaders in our Congress. This idea
target stimulus. So you know that's going to be certain people.
Payment, it's almost like, here's the picture. Imagine you had a home, right, and it was infested with pests, some sort of bugs or something, and the exterminator came in and said, listen, we just need to bomb the entire home, just fog the entire thing. You need to leave the home, you need to quarantine, get out, get away, stay away. We're going to fog and bomb the entire thing. That was the first stimulus payment. Here, just $1,200 to everybody. Almost everybody, still people are waiting for it. I understand that. So they fogged it, they bombed it. Now this next idea is you come back home and you're like, there's still bugs and pests all over the place here. We got a lot of problems. But the exterminator comes back in and says, well, listen, we already bombed and fogged the thing once. Let's do some targeted treatment right now and just hit the areas that really need a lot of help. I see a lot of bugs underneath the fridge, but not so many bugs over there. There are some bugs in this other room, but mainly they're over here. So let's target the stimulus. And that's what they're talking about with this targeted stimulus. Not money for everybody, which, by the way, would be excellent for the economy, at least right now, because tens of trillions of dollars have been taken out of the economy.
Everybody, that's number one. Everybody not getting.
Do these massive payments to the American people. But regardless, they want to target it. So what are they going to target it to? Hazard pay or heroes pay, whatever they want.
Hazard or heroes pay.
Target to certain individuals in certain jobs if they meet the threshold of being in a job that has a likelihood of contracting COVID-19 by working there. Payroll tax cut. This is a favorite. This is a big favorite of a lot of people. This is a favorite of Donald Trump. Your payroll taxes go primarily to Social Security. Both the employer and the employee have to pay payroll taxes. And so if you make $1,000 a week, if you don't have to pay them in their entirety, you would net about $77 more in your check. There's a lot of problems with this though. You have to be working in order to receive this, so that's a big deal. Also, the
Payroll tax cut. You got to be working to receive that $1,000 per week.
Somebody only making $100 or $200 a week is going to see next to nothing.
So you're gonna get, if you're making $1,000 per week, you'll get $77 more in a check, and you'll get 300 once you sum it up, $308 per month. But you gotta be working. And the heroes pay, hazard pay, those that's in harm's way. Let's see if they got another.
Targeted stimulus payment that they're probably
Let's see what the next one is.
Unemployment.
Unemployment.
Or maybe they won't do this because a lot of them have been saying they want to stop the unemployment. Right now, it's set to run out. The $600 boost of unemployment to the American people who are unemployed right now is set to run out on July 31st.
July 31st, the end of unemployment.
I don't even know if they're going to phase it out. Now, they may phase it out based off of the unemployment rates in the specific location where you work. So if the unemployment falls below a certain threshold, they're going to stop those payments, possibly. Maybe they'll phase them out in a different way. But a lot of people just want to stop them altogether. What about somebody whose business literally went bankrupt? They absolutely cannot go back to work. Are they going to target it to different specific people? Also, no income and low income. A lot of times, individuals in Congress want to target payments for individuals who they feel like
no income and low income. Target to those who earn under 12,000, single, 24,000 joint.
You may be a part of some targeted stimulus or other targeted stimulus. So I have this right now on my chart as a 75% chance of happening.
75%.
Is we don't know what they're going to target. We don't know what is.
They don't know what he's saying.
Just like the
Oops, sorry.
What room are you going to hit? You going to hit under the fridge? You going to hit the
Okay, so he's saying the number one contender is target stimulus. So the targets is the essential workers, hazard, whatever. The next one is what he said. Hazard is the ones that's working already. They'll get $1,000. You have to be making $1,000, maybe a week or something like that, in order to get $300. In order to get $77 added more to your paycheck, which over a month's time, each month, you will get $308. That's total, and that's $77. And then the next one is the unemployment targeted, right? And he's saying he don't know whether that's going to be because they already talking about stopping unemployment. So the target stimulus will be, I guess they won't give the $450. They'll just either leave it as it is. They won't stop it. And the last one is low income, no income. But you don't know which one, how much you're getting. Oh my goodness, I keep cutting this off. So, YouTube. So that's about the downside. Oh, I wish I could pray like this. I wish I could, but no, I just got tired of something. Prince George County protests for George Floyd. Prince George, who's that? Second stimulus check, unemployment, and stock market. Let's see what I said. 2020 13-inch MacBook Pro developer review. Okay, that's the one I got. Johnny Cash. What we've been dealing with. Oh, they coming with a flip. Make it yours. They got a flip phone coming out. A Motorola. Oh, they going back to that. A Razr. Verizon. Motorola. Only Verizon.
I was like, what the hell am I dealing with? Like, it was so upsetting. I couldn't believe what she was dealing with. Oh my God, this is your debut. Should we do this? Can we do this? Hey guys, I hope you are doing well. Welcome to my channel. About 5 months ago, you guys might remember I did a video right here saying that I gave birth on my hallway floor. And I thought it would be about time that I did a little bit of an update.
I just say you gave birth on her hallway floor in London.
I'm going to talk about some of the issues that Nova has been dealing with. If you guys will follow me on Instagram, you will know that she has had some issues. And I thought this would be, you know, this hat isn't going to stay over very, very long. But I thought it would be a good idea for me to come and just give you an honest perspective on maybe dealing with a child who might have issues or difficulties or allergies or sensitivities, and just keep it really real, because sometimes
I wish I knew how they do it. They watch a video within their video. So like my video here, and I guess when I go to edit, maybe that's me adding another video. I tell you, Lord, I tell you, my faith is in you. My faith is in you. My belief is in you. My